All right, Tracy, how you doing? This Tracie Bartlow here. Happy to have you as part of Turning Point, Joyce Gordon Gallery's 20th anniversary retrospective, which opens next week, next Friday, September 1st, from 6 to 9 p.m. You guys want to be there. So thank you, Tracy, for being here.
I am so happy to be here. Thank you, Eric. And what an important tribute to celebrate Joyce Gordon and her gallery and all of her contributions that she has done for Oakland, for the Bay Area, for California, for the Black artist community worldwide.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
Her reach is expansive.
Hmm.
I am so grateful to have exhibited at Joyce Gordon Gallery and also to be in community with her because it's interesting that her influence in my life preceded my birth.
Mm.
Joyce Gordon is contemporaries with my father and my aunt Barbara. Barbara Bartlow, which is now Barbara McKinney, and my father, Paul Bartlow. They were in community, young people together, Berkeley, California. Joyce's daughters are friends with my older cousins.
Wow.
And so I came into this with Joyce already a part of my family community and then experiencing her in the artistic and the cultural world, I am often reminded by my cousins and by my aunt Barbara, like, oh no, we know Joyce Gordon, we go way back.
Awesome, awesome. That I love
Mhm.
that. I love that. They great, great, great. So, tell us about your a little bit about you. You know, for the few people that may not know, tell us a little bit about you and your background, how you got into photography and dance and so forth.
Sure. I am born and raised in Oakland. I've always loved to dance. Dance is my first love. I was one of those children that could catch a groove when I was a little child, dancing the soul and funk party dances of the 70s and being influenced by the early hip hop pioneers with Boogaloo and Robotin and the whole locking and popping dance, hip hop dance history of California. As we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop, there are many things that were innovated in the Bronx and in New York City. But when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to hip hop dance, the foundation of boogaloo, popping, locking, strutting, that's all California.
Mm-hmm.
So breakdancing is New York City. And I'm happy to have experienced these pioneers coming up as a child. I also attended the Performing Arts High School of Oakland, graduated in 1983. I was classmates with Raphael Sadiq, Dwayne Wiggins, and the whole Tony band. We were all classmates at the Castlemont Performing Arts High School. And that pre-professional training gave me the tools I needed to audition for a scholarship in New York City, and I won a scholarship to the Alvin Ailey School. Child moved to New York City, had a whole professional dance career,
Nice.
and coming back to Oakland, I came into photography not as a career plan. It was that I had traveled the world, I had lived on my own, and then coming back to my community with a camera that somebody gave me, a
Mm.
35 millimeter camera. I was just inspired to make these street portraits of my neighbors. And it was this beautiful exchange because it's like, you done came up out of this neighborhood, been to New York City. I was like, yeah, let me take your picture. And so they were very excited to engage me. And that's how my photography career began,
Wow.
is
Nice.
making these street portraits and just having this love for my neighbors in my community and being excited to document them.
Mhm.
So From there, I parlayed my way from entertainment, from dance and theater and acting and modeling. I used those skills to parlay my way into journalism and to connect with magazines and to capture the Bay Area's hip hop music scene in the 90s, and began to shoot for Rap Pages and Vibe and the Source magazine. And so I'm happy to have those foundations in photography that has gave me my start, and from there I continue to shoot and make portraits.
Awesome, awesome. And you referenced two things I was going to make in one point. I was going to give a nod to your contributions to the hip hop exhibition that was at the Oakland Museum of California, and we saw a reflection of both your dance and your photography in that show. So that just kind of briefly jogged my memory while you was mentioning that. So I want to talk about one of your previous exhibitions at the gallery, which you were a finalist in the Glimpses in Time juried exhibit that was started by Darren Pollard, who I was lucky to get follow up and get in touch with. What was it, Monday last week? So he's in tune with what's going on and he's excited. And also I believe Renee de Guzman or somebody else was one of the jurors, and he's aware of what's happening, so he may be there at the opening. But anyway, I want to talk about you and what is it like? Tell us about the program and being selected as a finalist for the 2009, I believe, Glimpses in Time.
Oh, it was such an honor to have my work recognized and be one of the finalists. That I'm sorry, I'm going to need to do a quick little close of this window. I'm sorry for that
Not
distraction.
a problem. We got a few little editing tools.
Okay.
Few.
um, it was such an honor to be a finalist and to, yes, to be a finalist with the juried exhibition Glimpses in Time, and to have an opportunity to share my work with the Joyce Gordon Gallery. Um, it was memorable. You know, the community and the energy that comes to support Joyce Gordon Gallery, you know it's
Hmm.
going to be a good time. You know it's going to be something that is very reflective, and just this full experience in witnessing and sharing art. And it is such a privilege to have shown my work there, and also to be a finalist in this juried exhibition.
Oh, great, great, great. Yeah. So, um, that's great. What was the image that what was the final piece for that show?
The image was called Erica at the Corner Store.
Oh yeah.
And it's a black and white image that I shot, I think, in 1987. And this is one of the portraits, as I mentioned before, that I captured in my neighborhood in East Oakland.
Awesome, awesome. So, two quick things. Can you tell us about the one that's going to be in this Turning Point exhibition?
Yes. Um,
And it got a special feature too, right?
yes, 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 yes. This is also part of this collection of street portraits that I shot in my neighborhood in in the 1990s. And this piece is called Girl Boss. And it's a portrait of a young lady that is, I'm sorry, someone's at my door. I'm going to have to pause.
Oh no, I'll pause it.
Yes.
All right.
So, the image that is going to be a part of the 20th anniversary exhibition is also from this series of street portraits that I made in my neighborhood in East Oakland. And the piece is called Girl Boss. And it is a It is a beautiful portrait of a young lady in East Oakland in the 1990s, and she has such power and beauty and confidence. Um, I called the piece "Girl Boss," and when you
Appropriate.
see the resolve and the energy of this woman, you will agree with me why I chose that title.
Gotcha, gotcha. All
Mhm.
right, that sounds good.
Oh, can I share something else?
Go for it.
You also mentioned some recognition recently. The piece "Girl Boss" was a part of a exhibition called "Resting Our Eyes," curated by Autumn Brian and Tahira Rashid, and it was at ICA in San Francisco. And "Resting Our Eyes" was a exhibition that honored Black women's leisure and
Hmm.
adornment.
Great.
And there was lots of press and recognition of this exhibition in Harper's Bazaar and W Magazine
New York
uh,
Magazine.
and things like that. And
Yeah.
it was such a blessing to be a part of that exhibition because there were the icons and heavy hitters of our culture, such as Carrie Mae Weems, was also sharing work in that group show.
Oh, awesome, awesome. What
Mhm.
an honor. Yeah. So, in closing, is there any other projects or anything you need to share? You want to share with everyone?
Um, well, I am excited to be working on publishing my first book, and it is a photography book of my neighborhood portraits and my music industry portraits. And I am preparing for a release in the spring of 2024.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you, Tracy, so much. This was such a delightful moment. Thank you for sharing with this with us, and see you September 1st for the big opening for Turning Point, Joyce Gordon Gallery's 20th anniversary. So, looking forward to seeing you there.
Yes, same here. Thank you so much, Eric. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, me too.
One other thing I do want to share is I wanted to share that I am the owner of Be Love's Guest House in West Oakland,
That's
California.
right.
And Be Love's Guest House is a boutique hotel with an art gallery and a beautiful urban garden. And it's located in a historic Victorian house in what is known as the lower bottoms of West Oakland. And on Saturdays, I have an open house, and there's an opportunity to view my photography archive on Saturdays. And so if people are interested, they can just go to belovesguesthouse.com/events.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And your place has always been a good host for a lot of visiting artists and people in the arts community. So thank you for making that available and creating that.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you
All
so
right.
much,
Thank
Eric.
you.
It's always wonderful talking to you.
Always wonderful talking with you, and see you on the first.
Yes.
All right.
Bye.